Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. Obviously, I have been, last week I had a couple of days off, but I've missed so many stories regarding Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, and the fallout from her losing. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it, but what we're going to look at today, as we have in the previous days, of what's been going up in the news with the media, and how they have literally gone about just still trying to say that Johnny Depp is everything that she claimed he was. But we've kind of debunked all this going forward, and the jury's on his side, so is the judge, and so is the world now, which is great. Apart from that small minority of percentage of people, where literally the 1% of people always seem to have their voice be the loudest. But what we're going to look at today, guys, is this. So this is from yesterday. Johnny Depp refuses to pay ACLU $86,000 after the trial. Now, what this is all about is we covered this during the trial and, leading up to the end of it, and the ACLU are trying to sue Johnny Depp and they want Johnny Depp to pay their legal fees, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, let's blow this up for you lovely folks. Lawyers for Johnny Depp recently filed a motion refusing to pay the American Civil Liberties Union over $86,000 following his successful defamation lawsuit against ex-wife. On June the 1st, Depp's lawyers filed a motion with New York State Supreme Court expressing the opposition to a request made by the ACLU. Respondents request for an excess of $86,000 in expenses associated with their court-ordered document production is not only exorbitant and unreasonable, but unsupported by New York law. The motion came shortly after the ACLU requested that Johnny Depp pay the organisation over $86,000 for legal costs during the trial, which involved Depp's lawsuit and Heard's countersuit. According to court documents obtained by KFMB TV San Diego, the ACLU is demanding that Depp pay $86,256 after several ACLU witnesses testified in the trial, as well as reimbursement for documents the ACLU provided following subpoenas. Last week, Johnny Depp emerged as a clear winner in the trial. He sued her after she wrote the op-ed post. Jury awarded $10 million compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages, but that was down to $350,000 because that's the most they can do. And obviously, she got $2 million in compensatory damages in connection to her countersuit. In the motion filed by Johnny Depp, lawyers opposing payment to the ACLU, they wrote, Mr. Depp acknowledges that New York law provided for the reimbursement of reasonable production expenses to a non-party and does not oppose reimbursing the respondents for such reasonable expenses. But respondents seek reimbursement for expenses that go far beyond what was reasonably required to comply with the subpoena. In the court document filed by the ACLU, the organisation said prior to filing this motion, the ACLU non-party sent a detailed description of their production expenses to Mr. Depp and sought to negotiate reimbursement without court intervention. Those negotiations were unsuccessful. Obviously, they've gone in it as well. Now, the ACLU spoke with Newsweek that under New York law, they're entitled to seek costs. Okay, fair enough. But come on, though. Do you really think he's going to do this? Because you literally helped write an op-ed that defamed him. Literally. It's funny to see that they think that they can get away with this. Because to me, I'm like, yeah, this is just such BS. All of it is. Because as it goes down by here with Camille Vasquez, in the motion filed by Depp's attorneys, they wrote, indeed, even if Mr. Depp were responsible for these expenses under New York law, which he's not, the fees incurred for these tasks are unreasonable and should be substantially reduced. For these reasons, and the reasons set forth herein, the court should deny the respondent's motion. Obviously, Newsweek reached out to Johnny Depp's lawyer, Camille Vasquez, for comment. Obviously, with that I do find that actually really funny that they tried getting a comment from Camille Vasquez, because obviously all of this going on, they want to speak to the rock star. They want to speak to the amazing Camille Vasquez, who, rightfully so, I understand, they want to get her. We got an interview with Camille Vasquez and all this kind of stuff. But when I saw that, I was like, you know what, this is actually really, really funny, because everything they're going about, they're trying to be like, now, like, oh, we'll sue him now because of this. He won in court, which shows that he can now pay us. No, it doesn't. But that's that part of the story, guys. We got something else now that we are going to look at, which is very interesting. And to be honest with you, I haven't really seen it apart from a couple of people who want to be noticed. I think that's the best way to say it. And this is the following. support grows slowly in Hollywood after the trial verdict. This was 4 days ago. So, now that verdict has been reached in Johnny Depp's defamation suit, some celebrities are coming out of the woodwork to show support for her. The 6-week trial gripped the world as it was broadcast live whenever court was in session. It goes on to say obviously why Depp sued her, but then it goes, the jury found her guilty of defamation on all counts and ordered her to pay $10 million to him, and $5 million for damages, but obviously that was down to $350,000 like we said earlier. Now, supposedly, Mia Farrow and Edward Norton have expressed support for her. Again, it's like, okay, you know. So this is what we got. The jury also found out that Depp will get down by there. So, some big names have loudly supported Johnny Depp from the beginning. Paul McCartney projecting images of the erstwhile Captain Jack on screen at his concerts, and ex-girlfriend Kate Moss taking the stand to support him in a mega viral moment. Even the Republican House committee posted its support. You know, which it is, because they all knew it was absolutely BS. But then obviously you got like by here, you know, Aquaman co-star Jason Momoa carefully chose to like the post-trial statements on both of theirs, okay, because he does follow them both as well, sending a message that even though he's friends with her, he's not picking sides. Even her most famous friends, like Margot Robbie and Cara Delevingne, haven't made their feelings about the trial known. Well, I didn't even know Margot Robbie was actually a friend of hers, because they haven't actually been in anything together, you know? But then obviously you had Elon Musk, this was a strange one, I must admit, when he tweeted, because he was a boyfriend, but after Johnny Depp, you know? I hope they both move on. At their best, they are incredible. But then you go, who has liked her post-verdict statement? Which I gotta admit, I really do find it really funny that these people, you know, just liking it automatically shows approval. It doesn't. You got, you know, obviously Game of Thrones actress Lena Headey liked her statement about the verdict. Selma Blair, the Good Fight actress Sarah Steele, singer Kate Nash, Melanie Linsky of Yellow Jackets, you know. Fast and the Furious actress liked her tweets as well. You know, Depp for his part garnered likes from Patti Smith, Bella Hadid, Naomi Campbell, Taika Waititi, Molly Shannon, Paris Hilton, and more when it came to post-trial statement. That's interesting. Because, again, that fake Instagram account that said that Amber's been cut completely from Aquaman 2, they said last week that Paris Hilton's taken the role. But then you got Mia Farrow. So, this is what Mia Farrow has said. She posted a New Yorker story by Jessica Winter entitled, "The Depp Heard Verdict is Chilling." It is, because now victims can actually stand up and say this is what they did to me, you know? Here's what she posted. Many victims of DV who watch the trial will likely conclude that if they share experiences, they will be disbelieved, shamed, and ostracized. Actually, this is where she's wrong. Like I've said so many times, and a lot of us, nearly every single one who has covered this story in this trial, literally from a couple of years ago to now, we've spoken with real DV victims, real survivors. We've even got some amongst us. And they all took Johnny's side because they know how these people think. They know how these people, like her, this is exactly how they operate. They've seen it. They've witnessed it firsthand. Now, when you got people like Mia, and again, Mia, take it or leave it for whatever Mia is, you know, look what she's gone through in the past and all the hit pieces she tried doing on other people. Not on about Woody Allen specifically, but others. And it does go on, because as it does go down, you know, like they're going to feel disbelieved and shamed. No, it's not. You got Edward Norton. Here we go. Actor Edward Norton liked a tweet from film critic A.O. Scott. Men need to be honest about what happened here. The tweet links to a New York Times op-ed headline, "The Actual Malice of the Johnny Depp Trial." And, you know, all these people want to say it's misogyny. No, it's not. You got Amy Schumer seems to support her, but then backtracks, which is actually really funny. You got, she appeared to support her because she liked the thing. You know, but then she comes back, oh, no, you know, she replaced it. I did not watch a second of that trial. There we go. See, this is what I was saying. When someone likes something, it doesn't exactly show that they support. When they start following someone immediately because of something, that's when you see support. But then you got TV personality Padme Lakshmi, I do apologise, appeared to agree, commenting word. Naomi Watts posted a series of hand raised and heart emojis, while Julianne Moore also commented with three hearts, Yeah. You know, but not everyone agreed. I hate this logic. It implies we can only focus on one thing. This also implies that watching any of your stuff is also a waste of time because we could be focusing on other things here. You got Courtney Love, who sympathises with her. You know, most hated woman in America. I've been the most hated woman in the world before TikTok, and it's really a lot of empathy for what that must feel like for her. Can you imagine how that feels? Jesus. Love said before adding she felt she had done the Me Too movement, which is amazing because she did. But then you got Julia Fox. But then you got Island Baldwin. She called her a disaster of a human being. But then she started to discuss with women who did this, But she said she walked back those comments. I regret chiming in about the whole thing because the reality of it is that it's all very sad. It is all very sad. But the thing is, though, if you put something out there saying that, I'm going to show my disgust of women who do this to men, but then you backtrack it, is that because you're afraid of what people's going to think of you? There's just so many things like this that goes on. And it's kind of interesting because when you go down here as well, literally, as you'll see, where's Ed Norton? Just because he may have bloody liked something doesn't mean that he's all for it. But that's what we got for that one there. The next video today you are going to laugh about because it's from Dr. Spiegel. I'll see you guys very soon.